Welcome back to the Courtstormers YouTube channel. This is your weekend recap / daily best bet video for Monday, November 15th, 2021. Over the weekend, we were treated to two top 5 matchups. On Friday night, number 2 UCLA was able to overcome a 10-point second half deficit to put the game into overtime before they finally would win the game 86-77 over number 4 Villanova. Both teams started the game out slowly as UCLA took a little advantage. However, Villanova began to get hot from 3 as they would take the lead late in the first half and carry that lead through much of the second half. Nova was able to do so by taking advantage of the 3-point ball. For the game, they shot 11 of 24 from beyond the 3-point line. Nova ran into some issues with foul trouble, particularly with Justin Moore, who picked up 2 fouls early in the first half and a 3rd foul late in the first half as well. As a result, Moore had to sit down for most of the first half and even some of the second half. Johnny Juzang was once again the star for the Bruins as he had a game-high 25. Jaime Jaquez Jr. was able to contribute with 21 as well, giving the Bruins a 2-headed scoring monster. Senior forward Cody Riley missed the game for the Bruins. However, Miles Johnson, the Rutgers transfer, was able to fill his role admirably. Both teams looked very impressive in this matchup. It wouldn't be a surprise to anyone to see them meet later on in the year, whether it's in the Elite 8 or the Final 4. On Saturday night, number 1 Gonzaga took it to Texas. While the final score margin was only 12, Gonzaga looked like the much better team. Gonzaga had the lead all the way out to 22 at one point, as they had firm control for most of the game. Drew Timme showed why he was many people's preseason player of the year, as he went for 37 in the game. Gonzaga was able to dominate despite Chet Holmgren, the number 1 player in the recruiting class, only contributing 2 points. Gonzaga was able to score at an elite rate offensively. They had 1.32 points per possession. Texas's main issue right now is probably on the defensive end. They were able to play well on offense. They averaged 1.14 points per possession, but Chris Beard's calling card is defense, so I think Texas is going to be able to fix this issue. However, it's just going to take some time. They're still missing some pieces right now. Dylan Disu, the transfer from Vanderbilt, is out. He's an athletic big that will allow Texas to be able to switch a little more effectively. Give Beard a couple months to get his defensive system in place, and by the time January and February come around, the Longhorns could be a very dangerous team out of the Big 12. On another note, we had our first preseason tournament come to an end tonight. Minnesota was able to defeat Princeton to win the Asheville Championship. I just want to give a quick shout out to Minnesota. They were projected to finish last in the Big 10 this year. So while we might not hear many good things from them this year, I just want to give them a quick shout out for coming out and starting the season on a high note. Looking forward to this week, we had the Gavitt Tip-Off Games. These games are matchups between the Big East and the Big 10. There are 2 games each night, Monday through Thursday. The headliner of these games is pretty debatable. Tuesday night, we have Seton Hall at Michigan. Wednesday night, we have Michigan State at Butler. And Thursday night, we have Ohio State at Xavier. Let me know in the comments what game that you're most looking forward to. We were unable to recap our best bet in yesterday's video because we recorded before the Gonzaga-Texas game went off, but obviously we had Texas, so that was a loser. However, we were able to rebound on Sunday as we were able to get Fairfield to the window, plus the 9 against Boston College. There were some crazy things that happened in the end of that game, including Boston College missing what seems like a ton of free throws. Fairfield got hit with a technical foul because they called timeout when they didn't have any left, so it was just a crazy end to the game. Luckily, we got to the window. We got a poor number. The game closed about 10.5, so we got a little lucky with the 9, but we'll take it. So you got to have luck sometimes. Those 2 results brings our best bet record to 4-2 on the season for a profit of $180. For tonight's best bet, we are going to be taking our 4th straight underdog, and it's going to be the Providence Friars plus 6.5 at the Wisconsin Badgers. Providence is a team that returns 4 of their 5 starters from a year ago. I'm fairly confident that Ed Cooley is a better coach than Greg Gard. I expect him to get his team ready to go in this one. Wisconsin is a team that's really trying to figure things out right now. Last year, they were one of the oldest teams in the country, and they had an incredibly disappointing year. This year, they have one starter back. That's Brad Davison. And I know he's been in college since probably about 2005, but he can't make up for everyone else's inexperience. Right? As Wisconsin is trying to work out some kinks, I think that this is a really good time to fade them. I would play Providence down to about 4.5. Once again, our best bet is Providence plus 6.5. This line is available at FanDuel right now at plus 6.5 minus 108. So we will be risking 108 to win 100. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to like and subscribe.